Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Just found that we are missing one important video for LTE OTA measurements. We keep focusing on the 5G and R measurements. So in this video, I'm going to show you a quick setup that you can do with FieldFox for measuring LTE informations, the carrier informations. So if you have a chance, you can go to keysight.com and just look for FieldFox unabridged guide. So this will be the whole full version of user guide for FieldFox. So this is where the LTE FDD measurement is. So this is where the guide is. It talks about LTE measurements. Without further ado, and let me show you a quick and easy way. Here at 2.64 gig, 2.66 gig, and 2.68 gig, there are LTE signal here, and this is how we look at. So we just go to mode, real-time spec-end, and this is where we set the frequency, center frequency, and there we go. This is LTE signal in spectrum view. So with the information, we have 2.64, 2.66, and 2.68. And let's go to mode, more, and OTA. So if you notice, the GPS is locked right now, and if you want to know how to lock that GPS for reference measurements, as a frequency reference for the box, you can check on my other video. So basically, it's just quick setup in system config and GNSS or frequency reference. So currently it's in as an internal source. It doesn't matter. So if you want to have a more accurate reference signal, then you can use GPS, provided you are outdoor with a clear line of sight, and you should be able to lock down your locations fairly easy. So let's go back to OTA. So go back to mode, more, OTA, and you'll be greeted with this first page, LTE FDD. Okay, as you can see, I have already set up some here. But anyway, I can go through that with you. Let's go to, if you want to have multiple channel measurements, let's go to frequency button. And this is where you see the carrier. Let's turn, okay, currently at CC3 with 2.66. Let's disable that. Let's go on to one step. Let's assume that we starting from scratch. So I go to CC, go there, click enter, and disable it. And let's go to CC0. So if you remember, one of the carrier for LTE, the middle carrier signal frequency is 2.64 gig. So this is where you key in 2.64 gig. If you, let's say we preset everything, yeah, I should have done that earlier. Let's preset, mode preset. So this is where how you will be greeted. The first page, LTE, and let's go to CCO. So by default, it goes to 1 gig. Let's change that to 2.64 gig. Okay. And if you are far away from the base station, you might want to turn on the preamp. So how do you turn on the preamp? Is scale, amplitude, preamp on. So this is where you control is always on. And again, this is where you need to be very careful. If your base station is very close and the signal just saturating, you will see ADC over range here. When you see that, please go to amplitude, attenuations, auto. Okay, this is just to protect your investment, because if you ignore that warning, chances are it might break your ADC. So let's go back to the setting. So as you can see, we have 2.64 different PCI, and you can add on another channel. Let's say we enter that, enable 2.6 gig. Okay, so there's not much information here saying that measuring then update. So if you want to know more what is it processing right now, you can go to escape, sweep, log measurement status. So it tell you all about what's going on with the measurement at the time, analyzing, acquiring data, analyzing. Okay, so when there's no result, chances are the frequency is a bit offsetted, but yeah, for the sake of time, I'm going to show you another one that I'm sure is working, 763 meg. Okay, so with that, you can actually also show multiple window for this measurement. So let's go to window. How to go to window is escape trace, and let's select window 2. That's on. Insert table. We can select a bar chart. Okay, enter. So it shows the power for 2.64. So if there's another measurements done at 763, it will show over here also. Okay. So when we stop there, when we can create the third window, we can show a spectrum. But for spectrum, it's a bit tricky because it can only show one spectrum at one time. Okay. So you can't see anything here because we need to auto scale. Just go to scale, auto scale. Okay. So to me, that's not much of our information. So I might change that to straight chart. So straight chart, as you might know, that is just a chart plot across time. Okay, across measurements. So you can see that. You can also select all instead of just focusing on one carrier signal. So yeah, that's it for LTE measurements. Thanks for watching.